What's going on, guys? It is Lord of Lego here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at all the Harry Potter minifigures that I own from oldest to newest. So let's take a look at all these figures. Here is my oldest version of Harry Potter that I own, and this figure is just awful. For the time, though, it was very good. But right now, I think this figure, looking back, compared to some of the other ones, is plain awful. He's horrible, the way he looks. But I actually do like the figure itself. I think he looks awful, but I like the figure because of its background to me. So I did, for the longest time, want the Chamber of Secrets set, because that was my favorite Harry Potter movie, and that was one of my favorite scenes from the whole movie. So I ordered the set, and I got it, but it only came with one minifigure, which was Harry. And so I was okay with that. It also came with the basilisk, which I did unfortunately trade to one of my friends for, I think, a few minifigures back in the day. But that is very unfortunate that I did trade that basilisk mold. I might be ordering another one soon. You'll just have to wait and see, because that basilisk is way better than this old crappy basilisk right there. But this Harry Potter, if we can just go into this right now, this hair piece was amazing for the time, okay? Right now I think it's awful, but it was amazing for the time, because back then I thought it was so accurate to the movie, but it was a while ago. So I think this is a new mold for the time. It looks very similar to the Marcus Flint mold hair, so that hair mold for the Marcus Flint. Looks like the Marcus Flint hair looks like a newer version of that old hair. But I do like the old hair because it's sort of nostalgic to me. This whole figure is very nostalgic for me because I got this a while back. And this headpiece is just this yellow Harry Potter headpiece, and it looks sort of weird without the little dot in his eyes. He might actually have that dot. I don't know. It's really small though, if it is there. And the glasses look fine for the time. The mouth looks good, and I think the head looks very nostalgic to me. And this cape piece is pretty awesome, actually. This is one of the only capes with printing on it, and the printing on this cape is a bunch of little stars, if you can see from the back. And while I'm back here, you can see that he does not have any back torso printing. And I also want to point out that I think this shade of gray is slightly off from this new shade of gray on, say, the Ghost. But you can hardly notice it, but it is slightly off from that figure. If I move this around front, you can see he does have this cool Gryffindor sweater piece, and it's very similar in design to the newer ones. Not the new 2018 ones, but the newer, 2010 ones. And so he also has this wand piece, which I was informed by Extreme Lego Life that it is the light blue lightsaber piece for the time, and the standard gray legs, and this lightsaber piece is also awful. Moving on to our next figure, which is the Harry from 2010. This figure, I think, is probably my favorite version of Harry Potter, because this is the one I grew up playing with. I used to have such awesome battles with him and Voldemort from that Forest set. But this just brings back a lot of good memories, and this is why this is my favorite version of Harry Potter. I love the hair for this one because of that nostalgicness. This is the same hair as this one, though, and the head is very cool. It looks similar in design to the new one, actually. And if I turn it around, you can see he does have this alternative face with an angry face, and there is a little thing right there. It's like red because I used to play with him all the time. I think that's what it's from. The back torso printing is pretty good. Some wrinkles in this little thingy right there, that belt looking thing. It's not a belt, but it does carry around all to the front down there. The tie and the Gryffindor logo are also on this, which is very similar to the old one. And just standard black pants. And this wand, I actually think, is better than the other one, but so bad. The one before this, the wand was awful, because it's blue, not even close to being blue in the movie. But this is just unexcusably terrible. It's so long, and they had the uses of other pieces back at the time that were shorter, and they chose to use this, which I think was off on Lego's part. But I still think that this is slightly cool because of I used to play it, grow up playing with this, and that hole and the legs are the standard black legs. So this figure just means a lot to me because this is one of my favorite Lego minifigures of all time, actually. But moving on to the Lego Dimensions variant, so everything I said about that other figure is what I think of this, except he has a different hairpiece, and that is, in fact, more accurate, but it doesn't look right to me. I think the old one was better. I think this is more accurate, but it doesn't feel right to me. They only use this once. I am aware they are using it in the current minifigure series for Harry Potter, but I don't know so much about this hairpiece. It's not like the other one. I think that the head might be, I think the scar on this head is a different scar design than on the older one, actually. Because I think it's a bit darker and a bit more easy to see. He also has that, more happy face. Same printing on the torso and everything. And the other difference between this and that one is the wand piece right there. And that is way better than this old one. If you can compare these, like, look how long this one is compared to look how short that one is. It's huge difference right there. And so, yeah, this isn't my favorite Harry Potter, but it's still probably one of the most accurate ones they've made. But moving on to my last figure, which is the newest version of Harry Potter, and this is, I think this is probably my second favorite after the 2010 version. I think this is just so awesome, how they brought back the series and how they brought back this whole Harry Potter line. I think it's awesome. This hairpiece is so dang accurate to the movie. They needed a new mold, and I'm very happy that they used this. I was worried whenever it was rumored that we were getting more Harry Potter sets that they were going to use this hairpiece again, but LEGO redeemed themselves, and this looks just outstanding. The face is awesome as well. It makes him look much younger without the little, I don't know. I think this face just looks a lot younger. Just bigger glasses and bigger eyes in general. And he does have like thicker eyebrows here, and they are shorter compared to this old one. I'm just pointing out all the details here. The scar is a lot smaller on this, as you can see, but I also really like how this has room to display the scar, unlike this one where you can hardly see the scar at all. Actually, you cannot see the scar at all on that one. And so if I turn this around, you can see he also has this awesome back facial printing, which displays how he looks a lot in the movies. He is scared a lot within the first movie. I think that this is a lot like that scene where they see Fluffy for the first time. They just totally freak out, and I think that's hilarious. And there is some pretty cool back torso printing with these wrinkles on the back right there, and this little line that carries around to the front right there. And the torso is different than all the others because it does not have that Gryffindor logo right there. And this is more accurate to the movie. And I think that these short legs also look incredible. I think these are way better than Harry Potter with long legs. But during the Deathly Hallows, and I think from years maybe 4, or past 4, maybe 5 through 7, the long legs work better. But other than 1 and 2, the short legs work better, and then 3 and 4, the mid legs work better. So I think that these work great for the first and second movie. And now let's talk about this wand piece, okay? This is by far the best wand piece of all time. They hit it out of the park with this wand. I can't stress it enough how great this wand is. With all the other Harry Potters, you couldn't go like that with their wands. That's an awesome feature that they want you to do. I mean, of course you actually can with it, but like it's very hard to do. It's very flimsy as well. If you just, it's very flimsy. You can also go like that, but this is nice and steady right there, and it just looks awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all these figures. Now let's finish up this video. So here are all of the Harry Potters that I own, and as I said, I think that the one from 2010 is my favorite, followed by the 2018 version, then the older one, and my least favorite is the LEGO Dimensions one, only because of that hair. I think that the wand in the LEGO Dimensions is much better, but I like the old one from 2010 all just because of nostalgia and how I used to play with that all the time when I was much younger. As I said earlier, I was growing up playing this, but I mean that I am like 13, so I'm still sort of growing up. But when I say that, I meant like, when I was around 5, 6-ish, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how all these Harry Potter figures are, and I want you to like and subscribe, tell your friends and family about my channel, and have them subscribe, and make sure to express your opinions in the comments below. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.